Aussie.
Okay, running away from the weekend. Going into the office this week. Probably going to be 40 Celsius this week. Hello, Madam Butterfly. You get a smile. It's just so many things are such a fucking drag. But okay, well, I might do the usual. I will do the usual warm up. Make a video. I have one in mind. I got the ingredients ready for it. Okay, let's get this tripod out here. Okay, and the light stand should come out here. All right. Okay, over here. Funnel over here. I want that for something else. With your camera on this tripod in preparation. Picture this. Okay, this wants a banana liqueur. Only got a little bit of banana. Mental note: need banana and gin. How much gin will we use? Archie Rose Distiller Strength, maybe? Actually, change of mind. We use this wedding gin, which is really nice. It's not strictly speaking a dry gin, but I'm not strictly speaking a bartender. And leave that angle down a little bit. That's going straight in my eyes, which isn't normally the case. Okay. Wonderso. Fuck off, Microsoft. Try to make me do things. Honestly, let's get the recipe ready. Okie dokie. Come on in, Trello. Banana calling. Gin, banana, dry sherry, sugar syrup. All right. Sugar syrup ready? Yeah. I hate it when there's measurements. 40 mils. That's hard to measure. 45 mils is easy to measure. I'm doing that. It's also even harder to say in ounces. You've got to say, so I don't know, I think saying 1 1/3 ounces is harder than saying 1 1/2 ounces. Okay, 10 mils of banana sherry. Let's fucking go to about there. All right. Alrighty. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? All right. So, do a two-step here. Get a mixing glass ready. And let's be a golden professional and chill our glass. It's so crazy, it might work. That's probably enough. Okay. So is this, we want to go a bit there, I think. Wedding gin. Okay. Gin. Banana. Ooh, that was a fun noise. Ooh, now it looks like urine sample. Well, the other things here. Okay, dry sherry. Is this going to stay? Ooh, that's too much. That'll do. Lemon juice. Yeah, this is going to be a very yellow drink. And how much is it? 7.5 mils of sugar syrup. Okay. That's all the ingredients. Right, I shall play the safety game and put the lids on everything. Son of a bitch. Minimize the chances of me fucking something up. Knocking something over, spilling it everywhere. Right. So, time to shake our little booties right down and round. Let's fucking go. Okay, tin is painfully cold. That is usually a good sign that you've shaken it enough. Strain it into a glass. Okay. Put this over here. Turn this off. Okay, let us turn our audio recorder on. Who's that? Hello, Soph, and hello, Celtic King. What have we got going on here? That is really uneven. Can fix it in post. Why is it so uneven though? That's so weird. Is that okay? Fuck it. Right, let's go. Is this? Yep, that's ready. Wait, what the fuck? How did that happen? Okay, that'll do. G'day, cocktail lovers. This rather bright yellow cocktail is called a banana calling. And it's called that because it's got a banana liqueur in it. And my banana liqueur, very heavy on the artificial colors. It's giving it this color. But it's paired with gin, which I thought was an unusual combo. So I was really keen to try it, see if it's a match made in heaven. Let's give it a taste. Well, this is working quite well. Let me show you how to make it. In a shaker, put 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of dry gin, then 1/3 of an ounce, around 10 mils of banana liqueur, 1/4 of an ounce or 7.5 mils of a dry sherry, 1/2 an ounce or 15 mils of lemon juice, and 1/4 of an ounce or 7.5 mils of sugar syrup. Add ice to the shaker, shake that for 10 to 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and I'm straining that into a chilled coupe. While this is quite nice, I have to admit the thought that almost immediately occurred to me is, shake this with some cream of coconut, and then you'll get like a banana coconut dessert drink. And then in my head go, well, go the whole way if you're going tropical and use some rum as well. I don't know. I am probably going to experiment with that. So make sure you're subscribed, so you don't miss my experiments, because some of them are really big winners. And we'll come back and see if that one is. But until then, cheers. Oh, okay. Let's set Dune. Splashy, put that in there. Put that there. Switch that off. I don't think I switched this off. Not. I see you. Turn off the bright lights. So we got our mood lighting happening. And there's Strictly Sega. Hello, Charlie. Wait, what the fuck? Go like that. Switch the camera off. Right. Sitting Dune. Whew. Yes, so if it would be like a banana pina colada. Oh, you've been playing Rock Band. I never played any of those games, Guitar Hero or Rock Band or that sort of thing. He got fired. Well, yes, things aren't going to work out for that boy until he changes his ways. And yes, Gothic, this is an old shirt that I haven't worn for a while. Mrs. Angry was in a sewing mood this weekend and volunteered to sew back any buttons that were missing from shirts. And this is one of the ones I gave her. So I haven't worn it in ages because of the button issue. Okay, that's not working very well. That was a pain in the ass. Where are we? Getting stuff ready. We're getting some warm weather this week. Trim some of the pith because that's too much pith. Just taking the pith in the grand Aussie tradition, because I can't stop making the same stupid jokes every time. Stop it, mate. You're taking me the pith. All right. Put that in there. So I just got to use this orange up now because it'll dry out. I should wear more orange. Well, I have 1 or 2 orange shirts. Thank you for the fashion tip. I mean, I think it's safe to say I wear more bright colours than the average dude in Melbourne. Oh, what were the meh movies, Strictly Sega? I was watching some classics, expanding my film history knowledge. What were your meh movies? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So I don't want to use all this peel tonight, but I'll peel the orange and save it. Maybe. Oh yes, you watched Fackham Hall, which again, I get what you're saying. At least it's just a straight out comedy. And, you know, that's not a bad thing. Oh, Turbulence, the thing with the hot air balloon. I saw that on your Plex. Didn't immediately grab me. Well, sounds like an awful school name, Fackham Hall. Yes. Well, the central joke is, you say it in a particular way, fuck 'em all. Not a very subtle joke. And rather than just leave it for the viewer to go, Fackham Hall sounds like fuck 'em all, they had a character say fuck 'em all in response twice, which is a bit sad when someone wants to run the joke into the ground. All right. I hope the 4 a.m. start is manageable. Kelsey, enjoy yourself. You gave Feck 'em all 3 out of 5. Most jokes didn't stick, but you had a good time. That's all right. Turbulence is a 1. Thank you for that rating. Well, as I said, I was watching classics to expand my film culture. 2 that are always mentioned in the Criterion closet that I had started watching and hadn't finished. Barry Lyndon, old Kubrick film, which is a 3-hour movie, sort of split right in half. It's part 1 and part 2. And I'd watched it to the end of part 1. And I just thought, I'm going to watch part 2 today. And I did. Ryan O'Neill is not even passingly convincing as Irish. But yeah, I mean, Kubrick really creates a vibe. Incredibly slow-moving movies. There's a duel scene in the second half that really had me because I had no idea what was going to happen in the duel. Oh, you want me to give Barry Lyndon out of 5? I wouldn't give it more than 3. It just didn't grab me. I know you get all these people who rave about it, and yes, we could talk about all the little Kubrick tricks, the way he structures things and whatnot. And it is interesting cinematography and blah, 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 but it just did not super engage me. So 3 out of 5. I also finished watching the John Cassavetes movie, A Woman Under the Influence, which again, the Cassavetes 5 films pack is always being pulled out by people on the Criterion channel. And that movie is fucking hard going. As an historic, it's more interesting as an historical artifact than as a film to sit down and enjoy. Like it's done, it's almost like it's a documentary. It's very uncinematic, and it's this very ordinary family. The mother is having severe mental health challenges. The father is a working guy who kind of desperately wants everything to be okay, but he's shit at managing it, and he's prone to anger and violence. And the parents of that couple are fucked, and they have it's hard going. Like, and yeah, there was like one bit in particular where I was just going, ugh. So I can't give it more than 3 out of 5 just because it's hard going. Like as an historical artifact, and seeing someone who was doing something really different and challenging in film in 1970, 4 out of 5 from that angle. But for a film to watch today, I can't give it more than 3 out of 5 just because of how difficult it is to slog through. So hardcore filmers are going to call me a Philistine for both of those calls. I also rewatched a Jim Jarmusch film from 1995, Johnny Depp in the lead. It's called Dead Man. Shot in black and white, like a couple of Jarmusch's early films are. Okay, here's a fun story. I'm just trying to get a bit of cherry here. I saw it in the cinemas when it was released, and the projectionist had it out of focus the entire thing. For a while, I was going, it's artsy, maybe it's meant to be out of focus. It wasn't. It was a tough watch out of focus. I do remember at the end, someone just really abusing the staff about it being out of focus. And I mean, as an adult with agency now, as opposed to a young insecure guy from the country, if I was in a cinema now and that happened, I would just go out and say, yo, film's fucking out of focus. I want my money back. Which is what I should have done. Anyway, so Dead Man's another interesting one for the timepiece. I think it's 4 out of 5. I think Dead Man's good. It's a slightly dreamlike, surreal trip. Like it's not naturalistic, honestly. It's not like crazy fever dream stuff, but it's bits of it are quite stylized, I think it's safe to say. Yeah, I think actually 4 out of 5 for Dead Man. And in 1995, probably would have rated it much higher because it was very innovative for the time. But the Western's been reinvented multiple times since the 90s, from, the straight ahead, Unforgiven, one of my favorite films of the 90s, through to, the gay Westerns of more recent times. Yeah, Jim Jarmusch was really, and the cast in this movie, like seriously, like every scene, you're like, that guy. It's just like, I think a lot of people in the 90s, if their agent contacted them and said, hey, do you want to be in a Jim Jarmusch film? They said yes. So those were all, and in fact, okay, so Mrs. Angry was having a migraine, and it's very hard for her to concentrate on anything. But she wanted some entertainment, and so I literally thought, God, what was that? Had I not switched off the GoPro? Okay. I'd already watched A Woman Under the Influence, and so watching the end of something I started ages ago and never finished, thought, okay, I'm going to do Barry Lyndon too. That's just pretty and very slow moving and very low key, and she appreciated that. And I just went, because you'd added Dead Man not that long ago, and I just went, I'd always wanted to re-watch Dead Man because it was out of focus when I saw it, which surprisingly really detracted from the experience. And I thought it was better than I remembered, and it deserved to be seen properly. And yeah, Mrs. Angry agreed. A good watch would have been even more impactful in the 90s. Oh, Coffee and Cigarettes. I have only seen the short film that Coffee and Cigarettes is built on. Jim Jarmusch did a short film, Coffee and Cigarettes, that was just Iggy Pop and Tom Waits. And it was like about a 15-minute short film with those two talking in a cafe, and Iggy Pop basically doing a bit of hero worship to Tom Waits, as is only right. Surprised Tom Waits isn't in fucking Dead Man, actually. Iggy Pop is. The ones I saw back in the day, like when they were new, was Down by Law, which is another black and white one. about escaped convicts, which I really quite enjoyed. And the anthology one, the one that's actually like 3 different stories that all happen in one night in one location. Night on Earth, I think it's called. Oh yeah, Down by Law is the same director. Yeah, that's Down by Law is an earlier one than Dead Man. His 2 early ones that people were really into it was Down by Law and oh god, it's another black and white one. Actually, I'm trying to remember and I can't. Oh yeah, well, artsy people are way more likely to shoot in black and white. Honestly, I think the person in the last 40 years with the best excuse for shooting in black and white was Kevin Smith shooting the original Clerks in black and white because he didn't have the money for color film, but he could afford black and white film. So he just shot in black and white. Do anything if what's another good black and white film? Yeah, Jim Jarmusch just loved shooting in black and white. Stranger Than Paradise, that was the other Jim Jarmusch one, yeah. Oh god, I did actually have a break. Dead Man's like a 2-hour film. I did actually have a break at the halfway point. I was doing something else. And I was doing a couple of things on YouTube and I was watching a Red Dead Redemption 2 video. And the weirdest thing is when I went back to Down by Law and it was this great cinematic shot in black and white, I just went, what's wrong with my eyes? Because it immediately reminded me of Red Dead Redemption 2. But instead of all those rich, lovely colors in Red Dead, it's in like high contrast black and white. And it really threw me for a second. I thought something was wrong with my eyes. Fun fact, the YouTube video I was watching about Red Dead Redemption 2 is Rockstar have apparently put some new weird mystery into the game. There's these spider webs that appear on trees and telegraph poles, and they form a map. And it's like everyone expects it to be some big reveal, but they don't know what it's going to be. So they're tracking down all these what they assume are clues. But it's like fascinating to me that Rockstar put something new into the game. Which I'm assuming, possibly wrongly, it's just in the online version. And sorry, I'm just maximizing my orange juice, denuding the whole. Now this bit's dried out a bit. That's going to be a trial. Oh no, I got it. Going to start some of the Criterion docos about cinema. Yeah, probably. There's speaking about doco series about films, there's one that was on Foxtel. I think it's just called Women on Film, and it is high, and this is a truth. A lot of women directors are ignored by the mainstream just because they're women. It's an absolute truth. Not that the great male directors aren't great. They're not being praised for greatness just because they're men. But I think it is true that a lot of women directors are ignored just because they're women. And this is a doco about, and it's mostly about women directors you won't know. And I think it was Kate Blanchett does the voiceover, and it's like film school. It's actually really good and informative, and it talks about structure and framing and editing. I've only watched the first episode of it, but it seems worth it. Hey, Justin, how are you going? Justin's here now. You bring up the... Oh, my God. Oh, right. Sorry. You're up to 3 a.m. watching horrifying news about Trump launching a military strike on Venezuela and kidnapping their president, Maduro. Yeah, very fucked up. I think I've got to stop saying that. I think I'm going to just go, I am going to do something. It's a speech mannerism that I find very hard to shake, and I'm not happy about it. Oh, yeah, it's out, and it's the oil. I love that it's just quiet part out loud. We've just decided that sovereign nation has oil that should be ours. It's just, oh, okay. No euphemisms. Okay. No easily disprovable lies. Just saying, we're going in there and all oil's going to be ours. It's like, okay, sure. Anyway, I'm going to decant my barrel aged old fashioned. I need to find a bottle of wine to fill it with. What do I have? Actually, I was going to do a barrel aged gin, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But I want to have some of this. All right. Let's see how much of it there is. How much did I lose to Angel Share? I don't even remember how many weeks it's been. I still just called it brown because that was descriptive enough for me. Come off, stopper. Wow, this stopper really wants to keep sealing the bottle. Okay, funnel, filter, just in case we get any carbon from the barrel. Let's see how this goes. What am I doing? There we go. I think I've been using these barrels enough that there won't be any charcoal come off them anymore, because I've used them a few times. But it doesn't hurt to be cautious. And here's some peeing ASMR. Okay. I think I made about a litre of this, and I'm just pouring it into a 750ml bottle. So there's probably going to be overrun. Yeah, I'm using a very fine sieve, and I'm not getting any carbon. And honestly, the peeing ASMR is making me want to pee. Now I'm going to pour myself out a glass. That might be enough, actually. Oh, shit. That went a funny direction. Oops. Oh, we're getting down to the end. That was a lot of carbon. Okay. Glad I used a filter. Okay, there is still a little bit left in here. Put that in a little bottle, maybe. Okay, there you go. Now try my barrel-aged old-fashioned. Wait, what are we dancing? 2 months overdue to give birth. I mean, fair. Justin, we've seen this particularly Latin American countries being invaded for exploitation. I think I'll run that through a filter, actually. Actually, excuse me for 1 minute. I'm going to get a bit of filter paper here. Okay. So now I'm going to get the bigger bottle because I have a 1 litre bottle in here. Oh, an old Maker's Mark bottle. That's 1 litre. So it's a little bit cloudy in the glass, which is not terrible, but it's not perfect. I like things to be, nothing's absolutely perfect, but I do like things to be better if they can be. So do this, pour it through a coffee filter. Now it should go pretty much straight through because it's a liquid with not much sediment, although this will be the truth bit. Is there a lot of sediment? Because it will clog up the filter if there is. Feels like it's already slowed down a bit. We'll keep that in the background. Senor Butts McGee, hello. War is stupid. Our music video was sent to Vietnam to smuggle heroin. There's a lot of that one on. There's all those rumors that the crack epidemic in the US was started by the CIA to fund right-wing militias in South America. Ollie North and all that shit, the Contras. This is really good, this old-fashioned. Very, very, very boozy. How's that thing going? Yeah, okay. It is slowing down a bit. Interesting. Now, the only question is, can I filter it all through over the course of this live stream? Let me have a little look. God, I get obsessive about these things. Yeah, it actually hasn't gone down that much. It's still dripping through quite fast, so it's funny if it doesn't finish and I leave it out, this room's just going to smell like booze in the morning, which is not that unusual, honestly. So you must me help the CIA move cocaine to the States. Talking about the Contras. Oh wait, did the paper just break? It suddenly started running through faster. Now I'm worried the paper broke and this is a complete waste of time. You know what? Fuck it. C'est la vie. I'll just let it go. If I think that's what's happened, I might do it again another day. Drink, so you're sitting there stunned. How blatant Trump. Oh, yeah. No. There's no... Well, they're really acting like they have some right to claim Greenland. It's fucking insane. Although, mind you, Trump setting the precedent that kidnapping a head of state to arrest them because you say there's a criminal is pretty much going to ensure Benjamin Netanyahu is not going to visit New York while Zoran Mamdani is mayor, because there is an open ICC arrest warrant for Netanyahu, as there fucking should be. Now I don't know if the microphone's picking it up. I'm just getting peeing ASMR now. Well, exactly, Justin. The US has set the precedent. China can just arrest every government official in Taiwan and say they're criminals. And you did it first, US. It's not like the US would even blush at hypocrisy of saying they can't do it. No, Strick Sager, the vice president of Venezuela, is not the one who got the Nobel Peace Prize. She is actually a right-wing pro-US opposition politician who desperately wants the US to install her. The woman who is the vice president, who would be the acting president now, is the daughter of a Marxist revolutionary who fought the right-wing dictatorships. So the vice president is actually quite radical. So who knows what's going to happen? The woman who won the Nobel Peace Prize desperately wants to be installed by the US and will absolutely just sign over billions of dollars of sovereign wealth in Venezuela to the US without blinking, because she'll just be taking millions in kickbacks. She's been extremely open that she would do it. Just throw the doors open to the international oil companies and say, yep, it's all yours. Just, remember which palms to grease and the whole thing. It's hella fucked up. Is this going? Okay. Yeah, no, I really think the filter paper ripped. But you know what? I'm just going to stick with it. Que sera, sera. Strick is how the police had the door open in the Capitol building on January 6th. Wasn't worth fighting them. I don't remember that. I remember the January 6th ones actually smashing their way in. But the popular word is that there were insiders in the military in Venezuela's case who actually let the US forces come in, kidnap Maduro and his wife, and take them back to the US. I've seen multiple sources saying that that's how it happened. So, yeah, it's all world turned upside down. There are no rules. There is no international law. There's nothing new. It's kind of like why the US doesn't and never has recognized the International Criminal Court, because every US president is an international criminal. Every US regime commits criminal acts around the world, from undeclared wars, extrajudicial executions, to, if it's a declared war, fucking conducting war crimes. Safa, can Trump do the same to Putin? I mean, probably the opposite. Putin uses it as justification to kidnap the Ukrainian president. I don't know if either of those parties are in a position to pull that off. I don't think so. But, man, just the peeing ASMR is continuing. Is this worth it? Have I done the right thing? I don't know. It's a wild and crazy world. We're just a couple of messed up kids chasing our dreams. Yeah, I think there's a hole in the filter, and this is a waste of my time. We shall see. So if you're in Putin's jail, so I think he probably is too. What are you saying, Street Sega? On one side of the building, the scaffolding was full-blown fighting. Other side, pusher barriers, police on that side said come on through. Okay, I can't speak to that. I don't know those details. Strictly saying about January 6th. Yeah, I probably not necessarily on this stream, but I think I will filter it again. Yeah, I think I'm right about the hole because it just started coming through too fast. Although now it's slowed down again. So maybe more sediments block the hole. I don't freaking know. But there's no drama on my part of just filtering it again anyway. I always find it interesting when I do a filtering thing of something that's not really full on, like a clarified cocktail where I'm filtering out the curds, seeing how much sediment there actually was. Like in that case, I expect it to be like grainy black sediment. I didn't have date night, Safa. We haven't relaunched date nights yet, but I just wanted to hang out with Mrs. Angular last night. Also, weirdly, at about, 4 o'clock yesterday, I came over all weird, like tired and feeling a bit off. Like I wasn't hungover at all yesterday. And, but like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I felt slightly sick and just a bit off. And I was tired. I was like, oh, I just need to fucking chill. You had roast with a friend? That's always good. I had this potato thing for dinner tonight. It's just something I saw at the supermarket. It was half price. It was basically potato and cheese, is like super unhealthy, but I was just in the fucking mood. A frozen thing. Otherwise, I've been having my microwave low-calorie meals. Just because. Trying to be a good boy. See where this year takes us. I do have goals. I think actual hard goals that you obsess about with weight are dangerous. That's my excuse for being a fat bastard. Yes, I saw you've already added that show. Thank you. That was one Mrs. Angry wanted. She remembered it from her youth. Oh, Justin, of course the Israeli government's going nuts over Mamdani. First, because he did the right thing. That ridiculous far-right Zionist pressure group tried, and Eric Adams went along with it because he's a piece of shit, written into law that, oh yes, criticizing genocide perpetrated by the state of Israel counts as anti-Semitism. That's just fucked and bullshit and puts Jewish people at risk. And hello, Hannah, by the way. Trying to be a bit cheerier. Went to bed at 4 p.m. yesterday, woke up at 8 a.m. this morning. That sounds like someone with a sleep deficit. Now you've got a sleep hangover. Well, and then hopefully that levels out and you have a normal night's sleep tonight. So I had a sleep deficit from Friday night, and I got quite a solid sleep in. It's kind of like sometimes I wake up, and I did this actually Saturday morning. I woke up at 6 a.m., which is only 5 hours after I've gone to bed. I woke up and I went to the toilet and went, yeah, no, fuck this, going back to bed. And then didn't get out of bed till 9, which is like a normal amount of hours of sleep. And then did the same today as well. Actually was awake early, did some stuff, and then said, yeah, no, fuck it, I'm going back to sleep. And slept till 9 again. So, Madam Butterfly, no hope for your sleep pattern. That's oof. I tell you what, as much as they're a fucking punchline in so many shows and movies, my CPAP machine is a literal lifesaver. But also just quality of life improver. Like I tend to go to sleep, and now I've got a good pillow too. I tend to go to sleep more quickly and sleep more deeply. And Mrs. Angry noticed and commented on, like, oh yeah, you used to on weekends try to catch up on your sleep. You'd be in bed till 11 or 12 on Saturday and Sunday. And I don't do that anymore because I don't need to. And no, just no, I didn't watch Mamdani's inaugural speech. I saw grabs of it. That's a real interesting times thing, Mamdani as New York president. Want to see how that goes in the next few years. Unprecedented times in a good way. Okay, that's almost gone all the way through. So I'm going to get when that finishes, which I think won't be long, I'm going to get a new filter paper and filter it again. Sometimes I think, and this doesn't seem crazy to me, the weight of the liquid in there just puts so much pressure on the filter paper that the seam splits. So I need to not be so overzealous. But here's the thing, Justin, you're saying best since Obama. Obama was symbolically impressive, but Obama, the person and the president, was just a business as usual centrist Democrat, whereas Mamdani is an actual fucking, democratic socialist. You're saying his speech was his best since Obama. I get it, yeah. Hannah, you're a total night owl. You can only have decent sleep pattern if you go to sleep before your night owl tendencies kick in. Yes, if you start to hyper-focus on something, you go to bed at 8 p.m. or you go to bed way later. Get back to 8 p.m. I get it. Yes, yeah. Don't overpack your cone, ma'am. I see. Yeah, I did miss your point initially, Justin. You were just talking in terms of the college. And again, Obama gave good speeches. No two ways about it. Magnetic personality, great orator. Had a huge head start because he made people feel good about themselves. It's like, yes, I'm supporting the first black US president. I feel wholesome. I felt that way too. I'm only being mildly sarcastic. I still have somewhere because I was in the US the first time Obama ran, and I got those famous lawn signs they all have in America. I have an Obama Biden lawn sign somewhere. It's probably in the shed. I'll probably find it again when I move next, whenever the fuck I move next. And you're hyperfixating, crocheting on and off all day to make some progress on the mouse house. Yeah, I mean, you pick such cool projects though. I am not even mildly surprised you get hyperfixated because you pick a really cool project. Speaking of projects, and I'm going to fixate, I've been toying with the idea of changing what I do for short videos on YouTube. Instead of what I was doing tonight, everyone like just me saying, hey, here's how you make it. And I use the slow-mo shots from the GoPro when I talk about ingredients. Actually just make the whole video slow-mo and just have the bottles. It's this whiskey, it's this rum, it's this, and then the stuff pouring in really slow. And rather than having me talking, it's apparently just really popular on these things to just have the text on screen saying, 2 ounces whiskey, and just have a do, and just like really trippy music, like do. So it's just a whole visual experience. I'm toying with that idea anyway. It is a shame Mamdani can't be president, but by the same token, that could make his run at New York mayor even better because he doesn't have to cover his ass for a presidential run. Senior Butts McGee. Gen 6 cops didn't just let him through. They were overwhelmed. Various cops got seriously injured. At least one of the cops was killed, weren't they, by those rioters? Yeah, Strickling Sega. I get what you're saying, actually. There's the danger someone would think my video looks like an AI vid. That's the worst fucking thing about deep fakes and AI. Not that you can make fake shit, but people see a real thing and they go, well, it's AI. It's a deep fake. And I actually said that from the start, like before the AI generated stuff was so believable. Just very hard-working digital video editors could do deep fakes that were incredibly convincing. And people go, oh, you left people saying anything. You go, I am worried about the fake things of making people say things. I am more worried about you catch someone genuinely doing something heinous on video and they just go, oh, it's a deep fake, and everyone believes them. It's like we are in the post-truth world. Yes, Hannah, you've been watching as well. Balls to the wall, fuck kissing ass. Yeah, no, it's interesting times, but in a good way. And I don't know, you got those US midterm elections this year. Will the Democrats do anything interesting? Who knows? It's very hard to be sure. Some woman died, was trying to climb through a slash door. I mean, the final doors into I don't know if it was the Senate or the Congress floor. They were banging on the door, and the Secret Service agents had guns drawn and said, fuck off or we'll shoot you. And they didn't fuck off. And they went crack, crack, crack. And they killed one of them. Oh, sorry. Ray's going, fuck this bullshit shit. I thought like Ray's is in a quiet area sometimes getting ahead and complaining about it. But you actually meant the heat. We're getting some of it this week. Like WA has just had such brutal heat compared to us here in Victoria for the last couple of years. We have skipped it. But this week, it looks like we're maybe getting some of that WA level heat. And it feels like he went, I got my shot and I'm not going to. Yes, I really think, Hannah, you're right. He's just going like all in. It's like, okay, like in the early stages of the campaign, he was polling at 2%, lower than someone else. And he just kept on with his message about affordability and people went, hell yeah. And they just, he just became a tsunami. He's incredible. And yes, I do hope he inspires other Democrats to be more progressive and really go about affordability and whatnot. So about me, you're not a big fan of cops. This one dude keeps guys down the steps. Yeah. It would look, honestly, that was just in retrospect almost unbelievable. And also the way the Trump supporters just lie and change the narrative, and they don't care that there's no evidence to support their point of view, and all the evidence goes, well, you're fucking lying. They just don't care. They just go, nah, they were patriots. It was entrapment by the FBI. And it is beyond surreal to me, honestly. Okay, I can't hear anything anymore. Is that finished? It's finished. Okay. I'm going to disappear for una momento, get another filter paper. Try this again. Also, I'll take this one out. Look, it won't show up on the camera, I don't think. But in the filter paper, there is some sort of granularity. Anyway, I'm going to try it again. I'll be back. Good Lord. All right. Okay. I do want to put it back into the 1 litre bottle. So the first thing I'm going to do is just put it back in here. And all this peeing in ASMR, I like literally have to pee now. It's ridiculous. The suggestibility. The human brain is so vulnerable to suggestion. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how useless our brains are, quite honestly. Okay, so we're only going to half fill this. I literally do have to pee. Okay, how's this going? It's just going drip, 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 drip. Just put a little bit more in. Not filling it up. That's more like it. Mrs. Angry's opened the house up, opened up the sliding doors and whatnot to let cool air in, and all this lovely cool air is coming in. It's awesome. Madam Butterfly, my chair can breathe me. My chair absorbs all my farts. Rays, did anyone die lately? Not that I can think of. Oh, actually, Senior Bass McGee, that was yes, no, him. I posted that on social media with the caption, shit. That was his catchphrase from The Wire. Also, if you've never watched it, watch The Wire. It's like 5 seasons. It's an incredible cop show set in Baltimore. It's like nothing's black and white in The Wire. The cops aren't the absolute good guys. The street kids selling drugs aren't the absolute bad guys. It's just a hell of a piece of drama. And you love it because you don't know till you're older. Ray, you got your windows open, sleeping since yesterday's shift. Yeah. We have lovely cool night air, which I think is not so much going to be the case this week. I think we are getting less overnight relief. That's when it really gets you, when it doesn't cool down. Wait, no, he said shit. Who? Sorry, are we talking about different people, Senor Butts McGee? Literally, I'm just doing a search on shit. The character Clay Davis. Oh, so Isaiah Whitlock died. So, okay, we are talking at cross purposes, Senor Butts McGee. Okay, Isaiah Whitlock died this week, and he's the one who said shit. Hannah, you're rewatching a show. You finished an actress who's a sociopath who manipulates men into committing crimes to get what she wants. Honestly, a lot of women would find that really easy to do because men are idiots. Rose, you're going to the States in March for a few weeks. Nice. And that's going to be spring for them, yeah? So the one you're watching is a thriller. You don't normally like thrillers. What's it called? There's one that Mrs. Angry and I've only just started watching on Netflix, but came out about a month ago. It's called Wayward. The wonderful Australian actress. Oh God, why do I? Okay, I've had enough drinks to go blank. From Muriel's Wedding. Toni Collette. She is real good. It's like about the US has this whole thing where kids get sent to these like re-education camps by their parents. Like they'll get kidnapped by their parents, will pay someone to kidnap them and drag them off to those things. So it's one of those types of things. And so it's like, helping the kids, but with this weird cult-like shit. And Tony Collette's really good. No one from the feed. Been a while to see. Yeah. The number of dead people in my videos is unsettling. I haven't counted for a while, but I think there are at least a dozen people who appear in videos on my YouTube channel who are dead now. And there are a few things that lay bare the brutal and unforgiving progression of time more than that does. That's okay. I see this is going much slower. So I think this is working. All right, I'll just put a little bit more in. Not doing it to the top because I think that makes the paper break. A little bit more. Just dripping through. And you know what? If I have to do that, if I have to leave it, that's fine. Maybe it finishes in the stream. What have we got, an hour to go now? Could be. That is it. And isn't that interesting, Charlie, to know? Yes. Grasshopper is the last one. Yes. That I know of. Yeah, look, honestly, memorials. I've got to do last will and testament type stuff for my survivors, and one of my wishes, and I won't dictate it, but I'll say my wish is you leave the YouTube channel up. But if you think it's weird and creepy and gross, then fucking delete it. But my wish is that it stays up. And in fact, I've gotten to the stage where I'm seriously considering recording if you see this video, it means I'm dead thing, and, schedule it for 6 months into the future. Each time it gets close, okay, I'm not dead, move it another 6 months into the future. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. Fill it with jokes. Oh, I love that song, Senor Butts McGee. Those are people who died. Those are people who died. And they're all true, apparently. They are all literally friends of his who died. And it's like a core thing in Basketball Diaries, an early Leonardo DiCaprio film, which is a fictionalization of his life. But yes, apparently all the people in that song are real people who died. Make a lot of jokes, definitely. Or Turbo Negro, all my friends are dead. I do actually, Justin, I have a little book that has the passwords and whatnot in it. It's not complete. I need to update it, actually. Rays, give my final speech. Happy for all the shit memories. Name a successor. Yeah, nice. My goodbye vid, will I have to worry about a copyright strike? Maybe, who knows? But I am old enough that I've considered doing that. Madam Buffalo, you do a video to see who would actually miss me and come back and scare them. I was thinking of wanting to have a video for, like a memorial service for me to be played, just be ready and say things like, okay, the following things were things I wanted to do that my family said I wasn't allowed to. One was to have a recording inside the casket, sort of banging on the box, going, "Let me out, I'm not dead, I'm not dead," which I've seen someone do, which is pretty funny. Another one is to make it my dying wish that the wreath on my coffin is tossed out to the attendees for someone to catch, so we know who's going to die next. Oh, Justin, choose someone to take over the channel. Is there someone who want to? Should say I actually completely agree. Make it a positive. Thanks everyone for sharing. But one of the reasons I'm seriously considering is it's literally just being able to say positive things to people. Senior Butts McGee, I know the IT crowd quite well. Yes. Yeah, Rays, you're not taking over because you plan to go to the US. Yes. One of the number of countries that I can't travel to at the moment, in case they look at my social media history. There's a few. And the current normal US regime, not so much. The current US regime, yes, I could get fucked around by the cockheads at border control. So, not worth it. Justin, I probably have a while to go. Ideally, at least 20 years. I would like to have 20 lucid years, but who knows? Oh, God, yes, Ray's dressed like a zombie. Fuck yes. It's like, I'm calling you from beyond the grave. What was the famous one Pauline Hanson, the fucking drama queen, did like back in the 80s or 90s? If you are seeing this video, I am already dead. She's trying to act like, well, I'm so edgy, people want to kill me. It's like, no, you're such a piece of shit, people want you to fuck off. It's different. And you're going off script for your crochet pattern. Might bite you in the ass. Live dangerously, Hannah. Live dangerously. That's what I want to see. Yeah, honestly, if I literally just would not attempt to travel to the US. I mean, okay, if I go to the US in the foreseeable future, I would not take a phone. I would not take a laptop. I wouldn't take a video camera. And I would just plead when they started saying social media, I would just start pleading, I'm old. I don't have it. He's not skin tone for the country. Do. So how are you doing? First roof panel. You assembled a panel with plastic in the middle and add roof details to it. Requires a lot of flexibility against something with zero flexibility. Took you all day to do it. So now you're adding details before assembling it. Okay. Now that legit sounds sensible to me, but I also understand your concern that it won't work. But, oh, now holding out, I'm very conscious of that. I should do my exercises once more before I go to bed. So we start with the duck. So you've done in 5 minutes something that took you 2 hours. Okay, seems worth it. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we hold the bottom and see how much I can bend the actual joint that was dislocated, the middle joint. What? Not much. I feel like it's more though. I'm not meant to hurt myself when I do this. And now that hold the middle and move the top joint, it doesn't really hurt. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we do the claw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm laughing at Hannah's comment about arguing with the duck. Like, your finger's totally fine. It's not, Yes, it is. What do you mean? I changed the dressing today. The scar's still a little bit gnarly. Still got like the black. I haven't been game to try and pick off the dried blood, which is making like a black line in the scar. But all the stitches are gone, but the scar's still got some dried blood. Anyway, I'm going to see the hand therapist on Tuesday. Okay, it is getting better. Yeah, I can, but even this one on its own, you see, I can bend it a bit. So I'm waiting to visit the hand therapist to see if I'm on schedule with what she thinks I should be able to do. So as you're saying in the US, the social media stuff, of course they can go back as far as they want. So you're being neutral on both sides of things. But like on the one level, I'm going, fuck Trump and his regime. But, legit, any country can say whatever they want. They can say, if you want to visit this country, I'm imposing these rules. If you don't like the rules, don't go to that country. Or if you think those rules would catch you, don't go to that country. And that's why I wouldn't go to the US at the moment. Madam Butterfly, I feel there's something raunchy with what you're going with hand therapy. But anyway. And you're saying the outside's healed, but the infection's deep in your finger. Finger looks bruised. All the top of your skin's gone. Ugh. Yeah, I've just got a pretty funky scar that goes like in a crescent shape around my finger. Should say, yeah, ours as if you've been arrested. Fuck off. Yeah. And that's why I stay away from China. Yeah. I'm probably being overly sensitive. But like I wouldn't go to Thailand because I did record a video saying their laws that are known as lèse majesté, which means it's a crime to criticize the king. I was like, fuck that. You can criticize anyone. The king of Thailand fucks goats. Yes. Ours is also don't bring fruits. Or don't bring your pets in or Barnaby Joyce will kill them. Barnaby Joyce will kill your fucking dog. I love that we actually banned Candace Owens for coming into Australia for anti-Semitism. And that's actual anti-Semitism, in that she repeats all the old fucking Nazi tropes about Jewish people. As opposed to these stupid rules that various people want to introduce, is like saying the Israeli government's doing a genocide and I don't like that. It's like, oh, that's anti-Semitic. No, it's not. And saying it's anti-Semitic actually endangers Jewish people. But Candace Owens is genuinely anti-Semitic. Like, she fucking hates Jewish people. It's not it's not she's not doing criticism of the state of Israel. She fucking hates Jewish people. No, Joyce didn't kill Depp's dogs. They gave them a reprieve, but made them record a video saying, don't breach Australia's biosecurity laws or I'll kill your fucking dogs. Again, strictly say, isn't it funny? Candace Owens, black woman, but she's a grifter. She's a con artist. She's just like, oh yeah, I can make so much fucking money doing this. If an attractive black woman does all these really quite far right, bigoted dog whistles, I provide cover for these racist white men, and they'll pay me lots of money. It's astonishing how well the grift is going for her. Like, while that, what's the Nazi streaming site called? Kick? While it's overwhelmed by bots and whatnot, she still gets over 100,000 people watching her live streams. So, Samuel Buttsmaker, you're going to ban Candace Owens? She says dinosaurs are fake and gay. Man Butterfly, you're saying she's not a black woman. That's okay. I'm with you. Strictly Sega, I don't know. Isn't Kick where the people who got banned from? Well, Rumble isn't. I don't know. Is Rumble videos or text? I think Rumble's pre-recorded Nazi videos, and Kick is live streaming Nazis. Again, I am not a huge expert, but I thought Kick was for streamers who got kicked off Twitch for grossly bigoted content. Rays, you should absolutely watch Mobland on Paramount. Oh, you're saying yes. No, Mobland on Paramount. A Guy Ritchie series. Really fucking good. He's done a couple series for streamers. He did The Gentleman for Netflix. He did Mobland for Paramount. He's got another one coming out, and I've forgotten what it's called. But again, looks good. Guy Ritchie crime series. So Shrika saying Rumble is live and vids. Yeah, no, Truth Social. Yeah, but I think Rumble, like Truth Social is mainly text. It's mainly Twitter. Twitter does videos too, but they don't do much. Rumble is mainly pre-recorded videos, and Kick is mainly streaming videos. And of course, they can order. And I'm prepared to be corrected on any of those things, by the way. But yeah, I thought Kick was where people who got kicked off Twitch for gross behavior went. I'm old. I can't keep up with all this stuff. I think I know what's happening, but I could very easily be wrong. That's just the way it goes. So, and like, you can stream on YouTube. I'm streaming on YouTube. People don't really go to YouTube primarily for streaming. They go to YouTube primarily for pre-recorded videos. Twitch is, of course, streaming only. But again, Twitter can stream and have pre-recorded videos, but that's not why people go to Twitter. Right, so can Nazis be illegal but have websites? Well, okay, so that's very interesting. It depends, of course, on where websites are hosted. And of course, I was being a bit tongue-in-cheek and using Nazi a little lightheartedly, but I need someone who understands things better than me to say what is and isn't being allowed on Kick and Rumble, etc. Twitter's AI bot Grok this week was producing child sexual abuse material, so it's like, that's fun. But it was surreal what it was actually doing. Like, I posted one on the Discord where someone had a picture of Trump and Netanyahu, and they posted the picture and said, "Hey, Grok, color the pedophile red and the war criminal black," or the other way. But yeah, it colored Trump according to pedophile and Netanyahu according to war criminal, which is fucking wild. Oh yeah, no worries. It's not so much a Nazi promoting site as all those ones I mentioned. They don't seem to ban Nazis. Like the Nazis get banned from YouTube and get banned from Twitch, but they don't get banned from Rumble and they don't get banned from Kick. No, Madam Butterfly, Trump colored himself orange. Raise you and me both, man. That's all too much. MSN Chat. What was the year when I really liked MSN Chat? It was about 23. So somewhere around between 2000 and 2002, MSN Chat was really good. And I was having these great things, and because I was single at the time and doing hookups and whatnot. And then Microsoft killed it, which fucking sucked. Because for a year or so, I was having a hell of a time on MSN Chat. A24. Oh, I don't know that I was going to have a mineral water, but then I'll have to get up in a couple of hours and pee. Maybe just let my ice melt and drink the water that comes out of my ice melting. No, Safri, it was not MSN Messenger. It was chat. Should say he was 2005 to... Was it that late? Oh, okay. I was... I just remember years earlier than that. like about 2000 to 2002. It was really fucking good. Yeah, no, and I mean, you know, I was organising hookups and what on there. It was good. Okay, this one, I think the filter paper has definitely not broken. It's slowed right down. I'm going to have to continue this tomorrow, but that's okay. That's what I wanted out of this experience. All right. That's all good in the hood. Oh, man alive. No, I didn't mean MSN Messenger. I meant MSN Chat. Very different from MSN Messenger. Microsoft killed MSN Chat in about, I think it was about 2002. See, because this was before I met Mrs. Angry, and we've been together 20 years, so I have to go, well, it was pre-2005, and in fact, I think it died off a couple of years. So it might have been 2003? Might have been 2003 when Microsoft killed MSN Chat, because it was good for a while. Rage, you ate so much fish. Okay. Yeah, Safra, I don't give a fuck about MSN Messenger. I just don't. I was talking about MSN Chat. It's different. What I always found really humorous, because I'd found some channels on MSN Chat that a lot of Australians were on and whatnot. There'd be this thing at a set time of the night. All these young women from Southeast Asia would come on to the Australian chat groups to be in contact with men. And after a while, I worked out they fell into three groups. One was young women from, or even slightly older women from Southeast Asia who were definitely looking for a husband and want someone to marry them and bring them to Australia. And so they were working the contacts. The second was young women who were basically just trying to manipulate horny dudes by flirting with them and then going like, oh, I don't have enough money to go into the cyber cafe again. It costs this much an hour. So getting guys to send them money so they'll go into cyber cafe. The third ones were the ones who were actually working for a business. They were in like a call center environment, and they were all in there, and they'd get on cam and they would dance stuff, and they were clearly being employed by someone else to do it. And it was kind of fascinating, and it was fun trying to work out which group they fell into. Senior Butts McGee, how do you tell a communist? Someone who reads Marx and Lenin. How do you tell an anti-communist? It's someone... That's a good Ronald Reagan quote, honestly. Points to Ronald Reagan. I disagree with him fundamentally, but I'll give him points just for being funny. Ronald Reagan was funny. Communist is someone who reads Marx and Lenin. An anti-communist is someone who understands Marx and Lenin. That's genuinely pretty funny. Oh, Ray, you reckon go into a pub? So I have literally never picked someone or even seriously chatted to someone in a pub or club. It's always either being introduced by friends or online. Or, okay, it's like when I was at uni, particularly where I went to uni, it was just a fucking drunken fuck fest, honestly. But I count that as being introduced by friends. Post-uni, I was either introduced by friends, and then when the internet took off, I met people over the internet. But just going to complete strangers in a pub, I get you're more confident than me. It doesn't work for me. Greg, what about guys pretending to be honey girls asking for money? That happens too. What's interesting, what happens today with the sites like OnlyFans, etc., with the OnlyFans model who are super popular, that they have thousands and thousands, if not fucking millions of subs, and they cannot possibly answer the DMs they employ people to do it. And a significant chunk of the people who are applying as if they are your favorite female porn star on OnlyFans, it's dudes writing to you. And it's slightly weird to me that people don't get that when it's a really popular OnlyFans star, they cannot possibly reply to all the messages. Greg, I get you're saying horny. It's fine. Yeah, catfishing. But it's so complex, the whole thing. But yeah, catfishing's been a pretty serious online thing for like 20 years or whatever. Raise a few shots of your favorite liquor, 4 or 5 pints of beer. Oh no. I'm just throwing it out there. I've literally never hit on someone at a pub or club or anything like that. It's too overwhelming for me. It's either been a party, being explicitly introduced by friends, or online. Senior Butts Me, OnlyFans was created because of phone sex lines. Yeah, but I mean, more power to anyone who makes money from, catering to the horny of the world. There's a lot of horny people in the world. They want to be catered to. You can make money catering to the horny, well and good. I'm pretty egalitarian like that. But it is worth noting that when you really look at it, some of the stuff with OnlyFans, particularly if people think their DMs are being answered by the actual OnlyFans star, they're not. They are not. And it's pointless getting caught up in it. Hannah, your favorite thing is men thinking, pick up women in bars, thinking they're good at it. Never known a woman to be won over, merely found what they want. Yeah, I just can't talk to strangers. When it comes down to it, I can't talk to strangers. Like when people see me doing this, or if it was various times I've organized meetups and I was like managing people and do stuff, and people go, oh, he's so confident. He just did all these things. Like, no, that was a framework I was working in. When I don't have a framework, I'm closed in on myself. Senior Butts Me, it's called the oldest profession. Sex work is called the oldest profession because it has, according to the records we have, existed in every organized human culture. It's serving a need, basically. And like all jobs, like all employments, what we want is controls that stop exploitation. It's not just sex work that needs things to stop exploitation. It's all jobs that need things to stop exploitation. Rage, you got the other side of it. Most unconfident, talking nothing. Look, if I have a framework, I'm fine. Like I have presented to hundreds of people. I have presented to senior management. Presenting to high flyers doesn't trouble me. If I have a framework, like I have been on stage in venues in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people, but there was a framework and I could do it. Talking to strangers in a bar, there's no fucking framework. I can't do it. Hey, you're off. You got to hyperfixate on a roof panel. Enjoy that. What's happening to my filtering here? Yeah, it's fucking stalled. But honestly, from a certain perspective, that's a good thing. That means it is actually filtering. I'll deal with it tomorrow. This whole room will fucking smell like booze. But I'll deal with it tomorrow. It's fine. Raise, that fucks a lot of people up. Oh, yeah, no. Stage fright. There is a couple things I've done where it was going on stage with a lot of people. And I've walked onto the stage and gone, motherfucker, this is so fucking full on. I can actually track back one of the biggest crowds I did a thing to. And this was way back. I was still at college at the time, so this was the fucking 80s. Through college radio station, I'd made friends with an American New York-based folk singer, Christine Lavin. She's awesome. Her music is so good. She's so funny and it's so heartwarming and whatnot. And we found her, and she's really popular on our college radio station. And then she was doing a tour of Australia. This would have been in 88. And so I reached out to her, and I did an interview with her and stuff, and she's super cool. Okay, footnote, she, with her co-songwriter, invented the term sensitive new age guy. I can legitimately claim to be the first person in Australia who is referred to as a sensitive new age guy. I've got the claim. But anyway, so besides doing some smaller venues, she did this folk festival, and she said, can you come on stage and do the chorus thing for my song Sensitive New Age Guy? And I went, okay. And so when it came to, she was doing this, it was the end of the festival where all the acts were just doing a couple songs. And she's like, can you come on? I went, okay. And I came on stage, and there were fucking hundreds, if not thousands of people in this auditorium. It was so many people. And I walked out, and most of my brain functions just fucking shut down. I was like, that is so many people. They're making so much noise. I've got to do a performance. And the saving grace, which is so often the thing in stage work, there were lights. There were stage lights that were in my eyes, and I couldn't see anything. And it's like, there are so many people out there, but I can't see them. And I had to do these things with her. And there was one particular line that was the big payoff, funny lines, because it's like, she's talking about what is a sensitive new age guy, like, you know, who's got a baby on board sticker on their cars, you know, who's into channeling and dusting, sensitive new age guys, and all these things. And I just sing, when she says, who in this, I just sing sensitive new age guys. And then there's a line, it's like 3/4 of the way through the song, where she goes, who cares about your orgasm? And the thing is, you don't respond. You just go like, oof, what? And so I did that. She did the line, who cares about your orgasm? And I just stepped away from the microphone and went, oh, what? And the fucking audience lost their shit. There was just this wall of laughter hit me. And even though it was a positive reception, the scale of the reception freaked me out. I'm just trying not to react and actually not to panic and run off the stage. And the next line is, I guess it's more important that they have them. But that was the biggest crowd I've done something for. That was back in 88. And I've done stuff with hundreds of people since. And I've done corporate stuff with very high-flying corporate people. That doesn't trouble me. But often when I'm doing it, and I'm doing a presentation, and I know there's a lot of people watching, I can be freaking the fuck out and it's going, just keep going. Just keep going. Strick say, you like the song? There you go. Melbourne Comedy Festival show that was on telly. Yeah, I don't know. But one of my claims to fame, I can say I was the first person in Australia referred to as a sensitive new age guy. You know, which means woke now. But it was a big thing in the 90s, although it actually dates back to the 80s. Took a while to catch on. Safa, I'm going back to the office tomorrow. It's like normal time now, 5 days a week. That's why this stream's called The Weird Weeks Are Over. The last 2 weeks, weirdest weeks of the year. So hard to keep track of what day of the work it is, what day of the week, which with so many public holidays and the week's so broken up. Rage, you can't be fucked going back to the gym. You're a sensitive new age guy. Nice. Actually, what's the Bureau? Because the Bureau is very confused about what the weather's going to be this week. What's the Bureau saying now? Okay. Tomorrow's still mild, 23. They've toned down Tuesday, 29. But now Wednesday is fuck me, 40. Thursday, 32. Friday, 34. So, okay, the worst one's going to be Wednesday into Wednesday night because it's still meant to be 21 or higher overnight. That's going to be the tough one. Oh, that's okay. Our air conditioning is really effective in this house. Man, I think I just have a suspicion Melbourne's going to get a fucking brutal January, February. We haven't had that for years, but sometimes we just get really brutal January, Februaries. Oh yeah, Rays, it's no different to you. Your work is so hard during this period, but you get great pay as well. Safa, do I like lamb? Yes, I like lamb. Madam, but you go to the office at my place. I won't have the job and the police might get called. Yeah, that's real. Safa, you're expecting 45 on Friday? What's our Friday supposed to be? Come on, fuck you. What are you doing? 34. That's fucked up though. Yeah, you're too far from the coast. You don't get sea breezes. Having grown up in Dubbo, I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. It's fucking brutal. But yeah, the next week or two might be fucked up. Actually, interesting question, Safa. What will it be in Dubbo? Right, you've damaged your feet because would you have to be on your feet the whole time? Okay, Dubbo weather. What's Dubbo for the next week? It's fucking 25 at the moment in Dubbo. That's bullshit. 16 overnight. 32 tomorrow, 33 Tuesday, 36 Wednesday. Yeah, that is fucking Dubbo. That is fucked. Oh, this is such a fucked week for Dubbo. 33, 32, 33, 36, 37, 37, 36. Oh, 36. That is fucked. That is such a fucked week. And the overnight lows 18, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, 23, 21. Oh my God. Dubbo's getting such a fucked week. I remember those weeks. That's fucking bullshit. So, yeah, don't go out anywhere on Friday, man. If it's going to be fucking 45, don't fucking go out. That is legit hazardous for your health. That is very bad. Very, very bad. God damn, the pusher, man. That is some hard shit right there. Fuck me. It's so weird you just mentioned to me, what's happening in Dubbo? And it's just like, oh, what's happening in Dubbo? Oh, I remember those weeks. Oh, Rage, you got plantar fasciitis. I think I've got that a little bit. You probably have it a lot. Mrs. Angry has it a bit. So if it's not over 40, dude, if it's over 35 the whole week, that's just fucking brutal. Just that's a no relief week, and fuck knows what it's going to be the week after. I fucking remember weeks like that in Dubbo. Jesus Christ. That is just fucking brutal. Ugh, nasty. I'm just thinking of that way. And Melbourne does get that sometimes. We get whole things that last for a week or two where the highs are all over 30, 35, and the lows don't go below 25. And it's fucking brutal. It's so fucking rough. Safra, I don't think I've been to Sydney in 10 years. Madam Butterfly, I've not eaten frog's legs. I haven't eaten rabbit. Hey, you were talking about coming back to Australia this year, Madam Butterfly. If you do, I will take you to the venue that does all the Australian native animals, where we can go kangaroo, emu, wallaby, crocodile, wild boar, and maybe a couple of other things. But it's not just Oh, crazy and weird. It's actually all really yummy. So yeah. Wait, your doctor was telling you to get a new job and you're going, yeah, it must be nice. The idea of just getting another job. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, that's not super helpful advice to give you, is it? Get another job. Fuck's sake. My God. How's this filter? Okay, this filtering is going very slowly. But like I said, I'm taking that as a positive that the filtering is going slowly. Because that means it's really filtering. The filter paper is getting impregnated with some sediment. But it's not going to be finished. I'm going to have to finish it tomorrow. And I'll probably forget. Come home in the afternoon and this will just smell like booze. And it's like, oh yeah, I was meant to finish that. Okay. Ray's, how out of touch can a doctor be? Get a job? Yeah. It's really out of touch. And I would understand why you would get extremely frustrated with that. Randomly, a thought popped into my head, and I want to look it up. When is blood orange season in Australia? July. Okay, long way off. Because I was literally just thinking of pouring myself this my because I feel like I haven't used this in anything. My blood orange liqueur that I've made, which is freaking awesome. Just want to have a splash of this, want a little taste of this. I feel like I haven't used it in anything. What's it like? What's my blood orange liqueur like? In the Crystal Head vodka bottle. And yes, I literally bought that Crystal Head vodka just for the bottle. It was on special. I've got 2 of those. It was on special, and it was about $10 more than a comparable vodka. The regular Crystal Head vodka price, it's overpriced. But I got it on special, so it was only about $10 more than a comparable vodka. And I thought the bottle was worth $10, so I got it. Yes, Ray, you want a fix from the doctor, not a lifestyle suggestion. A lifestyle suggestion that you can't actually act on. I understand your frustration there. Oh, yeah. That's a proper fucking orange taste in that. So many of the the orange liqueurs, Curacao and what's the other one? I don't know, but they don't really taste like orange. They taste like sugar. Because I had the peel from blood oranges in sugar and then in the high proof alcohol. It's really got a legit orange flavor in it, which is freaking yum. Ray's the worst you want to get your finger put back in place and a concussion. Oh, shit. Yeah, see, you're going to trouble the doctor when you're going in to get a dislocated finger fixed and a concussion scan from one night's work, and you've got plantar fasciitis as well. So if I don't get an Amazon Fire Stick, I will never want to use KO because KO is a sports thing and I don't give a fuck. I'll also never get an Amazon Fire Stick because fuck that. The great advice from the doctor was get a new job and stretch your legs. Nice. So anyway, Bats McGee, you're heading out. Thank you so much for hanging with us. I hope you have a nice day as well. Very kind of you to wish everyone a nice day. I also wish everyone a nice day. We've got about 10 more minutes before I'm going to bed. But that's okay. Every time I think of that's okay, there's that song about the jellyfish pops into my head. That's pretty wild. That's pretty strange. Have you ever seen a jellyfish? That shit's crazy. Madam Butterfly, I do love how you managed to work innuendo into almost anything. Kudos to you. And Rain, hello, how you doing? Oh God, they didn't even fix your finger. Well, I've had a real fucking road to recovery with this. Oh God, Charlie's got a photo of your fucked up finger? Okay, damn. Yes, Rain, that was very early in the stream. We did spend a bit of time talking about the US and Venezuela and how fucked up that is. Oh, oof. Man, that orange liqueur is really good. Safa, yes, Tuesday is probably the next stream. I can confidently say I won't be on tomorrow night, and I will probably be on Tuesday night. But you'll take note of the Discord with the Is Angry Streaming channel. I try to put updates if anything's changing from the norm. Oh, God. A photo of you bleeding from the concussion? Jesus. That's so worrying. Oh, my God. I'm getting weird dripping noises. Like I say, so I always joke about it being peeing ASMR. This is definitely not going to be finished by the end of the stream. Yeah, it's fine. I'll finish it tomorrow. It's fine. Oh, God. So you actually won the fight, but you still had a dislocated finger and a fucking concussion. Jesus. Rain, probably nothing's going to happen. Oh, no. It's like there's no repercussions for Trump. Can do anything. And it's a combination of the Republican Party will do anything for power, so they would do it. And the Democratic Party is weak as piss. Holy shit, they fucking suck. But I don't know. Are we seeing the last dying gasps of the American empire? History would tell us yes. Yes, we are. This is the last gasps of an empire. Safa, the new chair is fucking awesome. When I was collecting my laptop, excellent question. I was going to think about it this weekend, but I had sort of no focus and direction, and I haven't had any interaction with Abigail this weekend, so I don't know if she's there or what. I don't know, maybe even, because I'm in the office the next 2 days, and that's 99% of the way to Abigail's place. If I message her and she's there, I might get it in the next couple of days. Rays, Venezuela controlled by America. Well, okay, so what happened, Rays, is the US did launch a military strike. They kidnapped the Venezuelan president, Maduro, and his wife. But then I think they withdrew the troops. And there was actually a press conference when the media said, oh, so does America control now? And Trump's gone, well, they do have a vice president. So it's actually not sure. Right, you reckon Trump wants to take over Mexico as well? I mean, maybe. I mean, yeah, and then there's Iran. I'm not particularly down on Venezuela, but the Iranian regime are fucked. Not a fan. But also not a fan of US adventurism and military intervention. Hey, Neon Popcorn, how are you? You've got in the last 5 minutes. Lovely to see you. Oh, you walked into us talking about the whole Venezuela thing, basically. So, it's a wild and crazy thing that's happening. We live in strange and wild times. Rain, you reckon Trump was saying stuff about making moves on Mexico? Jesus. I wasn't paying attention. I feel like maybe you're paying more attention than me. Raise you want Mexico to be sort of look. There are very bad problems with the cartels in Mexico, but I will not claim to be an expert there. Heidi, you are late, but you do get to say hello, and that's big. Nice to see you. Nice to say hello to you. And I'm just going to struggle on for another couple minutes because I feel that I am crashing. And apply, you want to put yourself up for adoption? That might work. You're out of the US. Yeah, we've got wild shit. Wild shit is going on. Although the weirdest thing is what the behavior of the US, and it's not just under Trump, it's under Democrats too, over the last 10, 20 years. It's like, hey, if you don't want to be fucked with, have a nuclear program. Like they're trying to say Iran has a nefarious nuclear program and they're stopping it. It's like when you see literally the only thing keeping the US out is if you have nuclear weapons, it's this counterproductive message where they're essentially saying, if you want to be I dropped all the things again. Fucking idiot. I will clean that up tomorrow. Yeah, if you want to be free, you have nuclear weapons, basically. And now Popcorn, have I seen the show Brain Dead? I am not familiar with that. I am familiar with an old Peter Jackson film called Brain Dead. Thank you, Strikazega, for saying it's a nice chill stream. And I'm going back to work, and we are doing another stream on Tuesday night. And we'll see what state of mind I'm in after having had 2 days in the office. I'm going to get new glasses soon. Everyone's noticed I've been changing my glasses over the past, I don't know, a couple of months. I've been wearing old glasses to see what sort of frame and style I like, because I'm definitely going to get new glasses in the next couple of weeks. So who knows what that's going to be. All right. Tricky Sega's adding Brain Dead to Plex. It's got a great cast. Neon Popcorn's got the same writers as Good Wife and Evil. Okay. Thank you, Neon Popcorn. These are a couple of years old, these glasses. And I just sort of got them out of a box and trying them in. Oh, no, Madam Butterfly, I don't want contact lenses. The idea of touching my eyeball and putting something on is too traumatizing for me. No, nothing's wrong with these glasses. It's just, and they're pretty good. It is a slightly old prescription. So what I'm going to do is get another eye test, make sure my prescription's right. And it's just that my private health insurance covers a new pair of glasses. So I'm just going to get a new pair of glasses because it's covered. So I've been experimenting with older glasses like these Harry Potter ones to help me decide what I end up getting. Young Popcorn, you were traumatized by Dead Space too. Okay. Yes, I do not have the scar on my forehead, Rain. You are correct. Yeah, Neon Popcorn, you're with me, putting stuff in the eye. I've gotten used to putting eye drops in because I do have a problem with pollution and dry air, making my eyes really bloodshot. So I occasionally have to put drops in. When I first started doing that, I found it really difficult. I found it really difficult to keep my eye open and put drops in. But I'm pretty good at that now. So, all right, almost bedtime. I'm going to put some of the brown. We're going for the brown. My brown liqueur. Just to put a bit of flavor on the orange peel that's in my glass. Because Mrs. Angry puts it in a hot chocolate tomorrow, just so she gets a nice flavor in her hot chocolate. As I said, I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing. Oh, Rays, I'm definitely a nerd. Neon Popcorn, it takes very little for Madame Butterfly to turn anything into innuendo. So that doesn't even surprise me, that stuff. So, all right. Oh, man, that's so fucking yummy. I like it. I like it. Neon popcorn, you know better. Nice. Oh dear. Oh, Madam Butterfly, this is brown sugar. What I'm drinking now. But I'm going to eat some cherries before bedtime and finish a jar. Got these big oversized ones that still have the stalk. It's weird how much those ones are like fresh cherries. These like cider ones definitely aren't. But that's another jar finished. Fortunately, as I mentioned the other day, I found a new source. A local boutique oil shop. I love those like cider cherries. Wondering how many are still in this. A lot, I think. All right. That's good. All right. I'm gonna go to bed. Yes, Rain. Madam Butterfly is definitely brown sugar. There you go. I'm gonna go. Oh, Neon Popcorn. You want the recipe for my brown sugar liqueur? It's pretty fucking good. I was actually thinking of doing a new video for it. But anyway, good night to everyone. I'm probably back on Tuesday for another stream. But you'll take care. Until another day, I will say bye for now. Bye.
You are totally fucked up!